I think we're ready to get started. Good afternoon and welcome to our latest webinar focusing on whether or not you're outgrowing your estimating solution, what things to consider when looking at a new solution, and what's out there for software that's available. My name is Dave Chapman. I'm the Sales Director with the Estimating Edge, and I'm here alongside of James Mack with McCormick Systems. Our contact information is below, and if you can't make the whole webinar or missed it entirely or are now watching it on YouTube, please feel free to reach out to us directly if you have any questions. We also have a couple of handouts in the meeting if you'd like to learn more about each of our softwares. Moving on. As I mentioned, I'm with the Edge, and we work primarily within the subcontractor trades listed on this slide. Roofing, interiors, fireproofing contractors are our key trades, but most of the things I'll be referring to here can apply to practically any trade. The first thing for you to think about if you're outgrowing your current estimating solution, whether or not you're using a takeoff software and working with Excel, working with one of our competitors, or even just working with pen and paper, some of the things to consider, however you're doing things, is how you're gonna, if this software is gonna help you keep up with scaling your business. Some people work with great spreadsheets, but in many cases, usually only one person truly understands the calculations or how the calculations are being done and what the formulas look like. Some of the other drawbacks of a solution like a spreadsheet is that they can get cumbersome when you're needing multiple estimators to work inside of the same bid together. You'll need to think about what kind of information you want to get out of the bid or your estimating solution, and problems with Excel and some of the other solutions is that their reporting capabilities are limited. Now, getting back to having multiple people work on the same bid, which is inevitable if your business grows and you're bidding larger scale jobs, it's having a cloud solution or a way to have multiple estimators work within the same job file. This can get extremely important, not just for the estimators, but for anybody reviewing these estimates. Having to look at multiple sheets of a spreadsheet just allows room for errors. Things like, am I looking at the most recent version of this spreadsheet? How can I combine multiple sheets into one bid to review, et cetera? It's great that you've got this far with whatever solution you're working with, but think to yourself, is this the one that's going to help my company to grow? Now, I just mentioned the cloud. I'm going to touch on that a little bit. We've been doing that with the Edge for a number of years now, and it's helped solve a lot of problems that our customers were having with their previous estimating methods. Things like having multiple estimators work in the same bid, like we just talked about, but also things as simple as updating materials or baseline production rates and formulas. Having a cloud solution or a cloud database allows you to do this, and it updates all the other estimator systems in real time. But maybe you don't want every estimator, every people to be able to edit these materials or production rates. So another thing that the cloud will allow you to do is to do things like set permissions within the software. Who's allowed to make changes, who's allowed to view all bids, who can only view their own bids. That gets into things like protecting your data. Things like protecting your data are easier in the cloud. Setting permissions on who can see what jobs, delete jobs. This becomes a pretty important issue as your team grows. I was in Texas recently with a customer who had their network hacked by ransomware. They lost access to their bids, not only the ones that they're actively bidding on, but ones that they had completed and were now actually doing the work on. The cloud protects you from these sort of data breaches, and that becomes a really big deal. Also, communicating within different parts of your company becomes easier with a cloud solution, because now, at least in the case of the Edge, McCormick, someone without even having an Edge license can log into our portal and look at reports for a given job using their browser from a computer, from their tablet, from a smartphone. So that's just one of the things that having the cloud allows you to do, and this is important as you grow. It kind of leads into our next couple of points on this deck here, is as your company grows, it becomes more important to have an ease of data flow. Sharing bid information with the field operations people and the internal accounting team is now a thing to consider as you grow. And if your current estimating software doesn't do that, it's something you definitely want to look into. In the Edge's case, we have an app called Edge on Site, where you can share information with the bid. or about the bid with the field, and they can report back to the office with what's been physically completed, how long it took. You can also communicate things of tasks and report back and forth if they've been completed or not. The ease of this kind of data flow becomes a huge issue, especially when working on larger jobs. Another key thing to consider when your current estimating solution is how does it integrate with other software? Does it play nice with other programs? The Edge, we integrate with the foundation accounting software, and these sort of integrations have become a priority now. Being able to have an open API and play nice with others is important. Last thing before I hand this over to James, is I just want to stress the importance, no matter what type of system you're using, of training your estimators, whether they're new estimators, existing estimators, no matter the solution you're using, just keeping the team as sharp as possible is extremely important. We offer continuing education classes for the Edge. McCormick does, as well as Foundation, our parent company. We have one-on-one training available for new estimators, or if you want to do intermediate to advanced training for existing estimators, that's great. We also offer something that we refer to as colleges. It's the Edge College, where for a lesser price, you can sign up for a classroom setting where you can learn tips, tricks, and best practices. Definitely something to consider as we move into the summer months and the focus is more on the field and the office. Might want to take some time as bid season slows down a little bit to further train your estimators. Now that's about all I have to go over, so I'm going to go over to the next slide and hand things over to James Meck with McCormick. James?
Awesome. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. So appreciate everyone jumping on board here today. As Dave said, we just want to talk a little bit about, maybe why companies want to make a switch or a change to their estimating software. McCormick, just a little bit about us. We have been around for, I guess we're in our 44th year of business. We service the electrical, plumbing, low voltage, mechanical fields, both U.S. and in Canadian specific databases. Great digital takeoff tool that is part of our program. I hate to use the word integrated, but it's just part of our program. It's an all-in-one system. It's going to take you from PDF to proposal, and give you a lot of different capabilities. So back to my point though, why do companies switch? Why do companies change? Some of the reasons I get, their current program is just not user friendly. It's putting a bid together with their current system, whether it's and I've seen some elaborate ones, as Dave touched on, Excel files, spreadsheets, or it's a program that they've been using for a while. Not all these programs actually save you time. A lot of times people aren't getting the support that they need. Maybe you have questions, and we know estimating is a deadline driven part of a business. You've got to get answers quickly, and we hear often that companies just aren't getting the support from their estimating software. Lack of features often comes into play. Some programs have been around for a while and just haven't changed with the times. And companies outgrow them. And as things evolve, as the estimating world evolves, everyone around it has got to as well. So part of that, kind of brings me to my next point, which is being on the cloud. This is a huge tool for everyone these days. That's more in kind of a mobile environment. Sometimes working from either home or different offices, they want to be able to get into their program and maybe collaborate on jobs. This is something that McCormick can certainly set you up for. So we try to focus on the things that matter here, right? So when you're looking at possibly making a change to a different system, what's important? Obviously, ease of use, right? How long is it going to take me to transition from my current method to the new method? As with Estimating Edge, McCormick is very big on education. We want to make sure you get up and running on the program. Purchasing a new program is quite frankly the easiest part of that process, right? What happens after that? We are very dedicated to making sure you get up and running the right way with the system and you're using it as it's intended to be used. Okay. We want it to be easy. We also, right along the same lines, we want to save you time. Can we add speed to that process? Estimating, whether you're a company owner or you have estimators working for you, this is overhead, right? This is time taken away from other tasks that people can be working on. So, we have a proven system that we put together that's going to enable you to put bids together very quickly, very accurately. So time savings is going to be huge. One of the things that we stress with our program is customizability. So a lot of programs you see out there, you can jump in and use, and then you quickly discover you're sort of confined to their box, if you will. I have to work within the parameters of the program, and I have to maybe change the way I'm estimating and kind of follow these exact steps every single time to put my bid together. When I really need, what I really need is a program that I can kind of tailor to fit my own specific way of doing things, maybe the niche that I have in the industry. McCormick really does a great job with being able to adapt, set up shortcuts to the materials that you use most often, the assemblies that you use often, build your own custom assemblies, expand the database. So we really make it easy to mold the program around your needs, around your company, as opposed to a lot of these programs out there where it works the other way around. You have to work within their parameters. You're sort of stuck with the way they do things. We like to make sure that it can be, not to be too repetitive here, but molded to fit your particular needs, right? I don't know how to say it another way, really. I think it's an important piece of it. We have an integrated PDF takeoff tool. You bring your drawings in, count, measure on the screen. That's all you really need to do. It's feeding everything into your estimate at that point. It's putting your estimate together based on where you're running your lengths, your counts. Again, very, very simple. We haven't reinvented the wheel here. We just made it a really easy way to do it. Being on the cloud, again, I touched on this already. You're going to be able to collaborate, log in from anywhere. Be able to check each other's work. We create a network for you, basically. The old way was you had to have a extensive network and maybe different hardware in your office, which can get very expensive. We're doing all that for our users now, so you never need to worry about that. Support, so training, and I mentioned support as sort of separate from training. Yes, we're going to make sure you know how to use the software, but you're going to get ongoing support with McCormick too. So we have an in-house support staff that can keep you going. You've got questions on anything, give us a call. You will find them very eager to help you out, keep things flowing. A lot of people think of support as someone you call, you can't open the program, you can't get access, there's an error message or something like that. A lot of times people will call in just say, hey, I need help with building an assembly, let's say, or adding a new symbol to my Design Estimating Pro, the digital takeoff, whatever that may be. You've got someone right there, phone call away, just to help keep you going. So, we really, over our 44 years of business, have proven that we have solutions for all types of electrical, mechanical, plumbing estimators out there. Generally find people who are very happy with the ongoing support that you're going to get, and you've got a program that works the way it should, can adapt to your specific needs, and hopefully build your business, create more profitability in your jobs moving forward. All right, Dave. Wanted to also mention here, we are a part, Estimating Edge and McCormick are both a part of the foundation software family. So, you've got different products that integrate with each other here. That's something I didn't mention with McCormick. You get your estimate done, all that information is going to push right into the accounting side of things. So a huge savings there, and kind of reducing repetitive data entry right across different departments in your company. Construction accounting software, project management, payroll for construction. So a solution for pretty much every side of your business. Again, they're all going to talk to each other, integrate, and work as one. So today it's just more about kind of informing everybody what we do, what we have to offer, some of the advantages you might be seeking and find in Estimating Edge and McCormick. To get down to the nuts and bolts of either of our programs, either Dave or myself would love to run you through a web demonstration. Really want to give you a lot of detail, show you how we put a bid together, with this system. Make sure you understand the flow of the program, everything that you're getting. So definitely recommend reaching out. You can see our phone numbers and websites here at the bottom of the screen. Certainly reach out to schedule a one-on-one demonstration to get more information on the program, pricing, etc. All right. So again, I appreciate everybody jumping on and listening to us today. I will just real quick open it up in case anyone has any questions at this point. We'll hang out here for a second. And if not, we'll close things out.
James, one of the things as we wait to see if there's any questions coming through that I think you touched on really well is when looking at a new software is to really get some testimonials about how they customize the software for your particular company and what their support looks like. I think we both do a great job of that. So if anybody needs any testimonials or references, feel free to email us or give us a call.
Awesome.
Doesn't look like there's any questions. So.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Awesome. Well, thank you, Dave. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on, and definitely reach out if we can help moving forward.
Have a great day.
All right. Take care.